Hello. Oh, I crashed into everything then. Hello, guys, and welcome back to part 2 of the Control Hero review. Now, I'm pretty sure if I remember last time, who did I get up to? So I'm just going to bring your host and go straight in. Because last time, I'm pretty sure last time I only got through like one hero, guys. Because went into too much detail. So obviously I'm trying to do this as in detail as possible, but I'm also not trying to make it last a million years. So let's get into it. If I sort it by role, I'll remember who I was looking at, and I'm pretty sure it was a control type character. Oh, of course it was a controls. Right, I'm pretty sure I did Finnick, and then I stopped and said I'll boot him back up afterwards because of the update. So now they've updated him. He is a lot better, but I've already covered Finnick, guys, so I am just going to go straight ahead and continue with my review. So we now go on to Ursula, and this is quite good because you can now unlock Ursula in the City Watch shop, and she's a very good control character. She's one of the most unique control characters in this game. She's the only character that has got a debuff to do with other people's special moves. So when people use special moves, you get debuff. So if I go through her skills for you guys, so Ursa applies Hex to all enemies for 5 seconds and deals them a X amount of damage if enemies attempt to use their special. Under the effects of Hex, they'll be stunned, so they get damage then stunned. So obviously on level 110 or 115, depending on the max you guys are on your servers now, you are looking at insane amount of damage being done. An absolute insane amount of damage being done. And enemies affected by Hex will still consume their energy. If so, they'll use their special. They'll be stunned, so they can't use their special, and then they'll rinse their special dry, so they have to regain it all again. So she's one of the best people to use against Zerg or Marida or Morana as well, because she'll stop Morana doing a crazy shield move, which obviously leads to so many people being shielded, being sped up, and doing so much damage. And all of her other moves basically just add on to that. Ursa uses her magic to remove energy from an enemy, so whoever's near up the top, it will drop it down. Whoever's at the closest will drop it down. So once again, Zerg, special, no more. It's kind of the main use for that one. Ruler of all the ocean, she whips the nearby enemy, dealing damage and knocking back the closest enemy. So once again, if you were to use this with a move where it fires it across, so Zerg's move with this used would push them back and do even more damage. It would just stack all the damage up together, so it would be quite incredible. And then something for nothing, enemies receive 0 energy for KOing. So they never, because when you kill someone, you get a big amount of stamina. So that will stop it. So it stops heroes from. She's very good to stop heroes ever using their special. So she's quite good to use against frost teams because whenever they try to freeze you, she can counter-react it. But it doesn't counter-react a huge amount. It only does a little amount. But I would say I'm going to aim to get her up to 6 stars. One of my friends who plays this game has got her up to 6 stars. And she can, like, basically take on a whole team. But you do need a medic or something to try and keep her alive. Because that's quite an important element of that. You need to try and keep her alive. And obviously that's a little bit of a struggle. So Ursa's all around a good character, guys. I'll show you a quick deal. That's on the level 100, I think I've got her on. 100, yeah. Because I got to a point where I just started to level every single character to 100. Just because I didn't really have anything else to do. Because there was a very long period of the game where I got a bit bored of it, where I was waiting for updates to come out. Now the updates are shooting out like 100 miles per hour, and I have no idea what's going on. But let's continue. So yeah, Ursula, decent character, definitely get on your team, guys. Brilliant. Genie. Oh, Genie's got a costume. Oh yeah, vacation. So Genie. Genie is quite a unique character. Now, take what I say with a pinch of salt, guys, because I haven't used him insanely. Obviously, I know about him, I know about most characters in this game, but I haven't used him a gigantic amount. So we're going to get into this. So 3 wishes. Genie grants 3 wishes, healing the weakest teammates. So he does heal 3 people. That is pretty good. There's not more I can go into. He's a good healer. He heals 3 people. Then this is where it's stacked and actually gets relatively good. Genie turns a random enemy into an object. So they turns them into like weird cubes or weird boxes, stunning them for 5 seconds. When the target reverts to normal form, they are dealt a certain amount of damage depending on the level. And literally, I've only got this on like level 12. So you've nearly got another 100 levels to take this. Units transformed by the skill can't be hit, so they're just out of battle. So you can just ignore them and let everybody else take damage. It's a random enemy, so there's no way to aim it. I wish there was a bit more sort of way to aim skills and moves like this, but we can dream, guys. That's more sort of Disney Sorcerer's Arena, has more control. Genie's second wish now grants 7 seconds. So the first wish will heal. The second enemy who gets hit will become invincible for 7 seconds, in addition to healing, so they still heal. Then the third wish grants energy. So if you were to hit Nick, that would be a heal. If it was to hit Zerg, that would be a shield and a heal. Then if it were to hit like Sully, that would heal and give energy. But it doesn't stack the other things. So I do quite like Genie, guys. And I think he is one of the better healers in the game. Because Mickey Mouse just doesn't seem powerful enough. And the fact he's a control character with the ability to heal as well, it does stack. It does stack those abilities up, guys. And Frozone. So Frozone is good, but I just think... Cheers, guys. I just think Frozone could be better. Like, once again, I don't have him on 110, so you can't go into too much detail on him. But if you use him in a Frost team, he does do a lot of damage. There is no lying about that. He can hit some proper damage when he's part of just an Ice team. Like, he can drop a ridiculous amount of people left, right, and centre. He's very, very good for that. So in that sort of sense, he is quite a good character, and I would recommend using him if you were to use him alongside Elsa, because all of his moves stack ice damage, just ice, ice, ice through all of them. So Frozone throws ice at foes, freezing them for 4 seconds. The freeze has a chance to only last for 1 second on enemies higher than level 23. So obviously, you need to make sure that they're up, the skills upgraded to make this worthwhile. Because if you don't, then it's not really that worthwhile, guys. But that's sort of the main thing with Frozone. If you don't have him on the right level, there's not really much point. And some of his badges are quite interesting. So this one, tank heroes on the team gain armor. And Stay Frosty also freezes allies and heals them. But I've never really seen a use for this one, because you don't want your heroes to stop attacking or stop doing anything. So that's always a bit of a... I always think that was a bit weird. So let's continue through. So tank... Oh yeah, I've looked at that one. So then we go on to Wally. Now, Wally's like a better version of Frozone, because he's got a freeze move, but all of his other moves were a lot better. And once again, I haven't really used Wally, guys. I got him for free for beta testing the game, actually. I think they gave him to us on 3 stars. But this is the one. If you upgrade this and upgrade his move, you can do a lot of damage and freeze. And then solar power allows him to gain more energy to use the freeze move again, and he stuns enemies. So, I mean, that's pretty good. Then he creates a garbage box and lobs it. And Wally grants allies energy at the start of the wave. I did not realise he did that. Now, that is a pretty decent skill. I didn't realise Wally did that. So I understand why people use him. I've got him to 5 stars. Now, I'm not sure why I've got him that high leveled up. He might have been in a shop at some stage or at some point, guys. But yeah, he's good. Now, Gaston is probably one of the best characters. Oh, someone said hello. Hello, I'm doing a video. Let's give him a shout out. Can you do does that work? Oh, yeah, I gave him a shout out. I can't remember what he asked for. I am a big fan of you. Can you do a Baymax video? Can you do tanks worst to best? I did that. A Baymax video. Baymax is quite a good character, to be fair. But yeah, giant shout out to Gutterus, guys. He gave me that. I quite like doing that tank video. Someone's got Miranda there. But yeah, Gaston's probably hands down one of the better tanks in the game. Sorry, but he is the greatest control hero in the entire game. There's nothing around it. He is the best control character, hands down. Now, going through his skills, I am going to have to make this 4 parts to control one, I think, guys. So I try to keep my videos around 10 minutes so they're not too long for you guys. But I'll finish this character off first. So he is a character which I am going to get up to max. So I will put all those skill points into him now. But wrestling match, he jumps in, smashes everybody down, regains his health. Burly, and brawny. Gaston rips his shirt open, stunning and charming enemies. He eats and heals when he dies. And Gaston's stun lasts 3% longer when he's below 50% health. And below 50%, that's a lot to give you 50% better stun. Like, that's mad. That's absolutely mad. Now, I'm going to leave it like that, guys. I'm going to leave it on... Oh, no, there's only one other control type. Let's get into him. So, Hiro. Hiro's incredible now, but Hiro's not any good, guys. It's his robot. His robot is the reason he's good and the only reason that you probably ever need to use him in-game. Because now they've buffed him, the robot skill, as you can see, I don't use him. His toy robot has so much health. It can stun people. It does damage. It can take people's aim away. It basically gives you another ally on the board, guys. I can't go into too much detail on this one because I haven't really used him. But there, he can stun. He can spin. I think that hits everyone. To all enemies it's near. And it slows them down. He'd be good for my slow team, which I'm doing, which has got Alice Mad Hatter in. So I might actually start to upgrade Hiro, but oh, you can get him in the war shop. I prefer Hades to Hiro, so I am focusing on Hades in the war shop, guys. But yeah, Hiro is a pretty good character, and he's also got a mission with Darkwing Duck, which is relatively easy to do because Darkwing Duck's overpowered. But the best, to round up, guys, these 2 parts, the best control character is Gaston. Now I want you guys to comment down below and let me know who your favourite control character is. I'll see you in the next video, guys. This was a video when I was at Insomnia, so I'll see you guys at Insomnia. Thank you all for watching and subscribe for more.